Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for 12 days of Christmas extravaganza with Daisy and Christy. We are on day 9 and it's 9 yummy cookies. So I am doing something for 2016's December Daily because, surprise, it's not done yet. I've been working on it, but it's still not quite done. So what I did is I just went ahead and hand cut out the number 1 and 8 for 18th. I'm working on day 18 here. And I baked some cookies on that day. I, however, was pregnant and my son was only 2, almost 3. He turns, his birthday's in January, so he's almost 3 at that point. But I wasn't really feeling doing the whole decorating cookies thing. So we only made chocolate chip cookies. But there are 9 cookies, and I am going to make an additional 9 cookies to document this day. I originally was thinking about doing some hidden journaling, but you know what? This day doesn't even need journaling. It was just one of those lazy days. I wasn't feeling that great towards the last, I guess I could almost say half of my pregnancy was a little rough. So there's a lot of just hanging out on the couch, and that's kind of what this was. I managed to make cookies, but really I just hung out on the couch. So the front photo is me, just a photo kind of lounging. You can see my bump a little bit with Miss Nora, who was inside, and then the cookies that I made. And now what I'm going to do is I went on and just got a stock clip art photo from Google, and I'm going to pick a piece of pattern paper from the Fa La La collection, one of the 6x6 papers, and I use the one that's kind of like confetti because it made me think of like sprinkles on cookies. And what I'm going to do here is go ahead and pull that out. It took me a minute to decide which one I want to use, but I'm going to go ahead, pull that out, and I am going to do some hand stitching with these. I'm going to poke the holes right in the middle of the white so it kind of follows what I want it to look like. And you can see I'm still looking. I'm trying to debate what I want to do, but I do go with just the white. And so I'm going to poke holes, and then I'm going to take some white embroidery floss, nothing too exciting. I'm just going to stitch a bunch of really tiny, adorable little cookies. I thought it was neat and something you could do on a bigger scale if you wanted to do it for like a layout or whatever. But my idea is to kind of string them along, and I don't know, it was fun. I did it during an evening. I was sitting watching a football game with Sean, and I just stitched away and backed them. So you're going to see me do that. I do stitch it. Then what I ended up doing is I taped the back with where all the added string is with some washi tape, and then I used some more tape and backed it with another piece of pattern paper so that it won't fall out, and that it made a way for me to be able to then go ahead and string them. So you see I'm fussy cutting them out. They're all done and super adorable. I love them. They're so cute. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, fussy cut them all out. I had a little bit of white embroidery thread left over. I'm just going to take that and string them. They just happen to all fit. I couldn't have done that better if I had tried. It just lucked out with the sizing of it. And then I'm just going to string them across the 2 pages here. And my idea for that is that it kind of looks like, when you string popcorn, it's kind of like that, but I'm doing it with cookies instead. So I don't know. I like it. I think it's really cute. And my original idea was to string it through all of it and then let them be kind of free forming. That doesn't end up working. It wouldn't stay. So instead I taped the first 3 to the photo of the cookies. And then the last 3 go onto the number 8. And then I have 2 of them that are kind of dangling. I must have 4 that are taped onto the 8 and 2 are dangling. And that way, so when I fold it, it folds nicely, but when you open it, it still kind of gives that really fun, flowy banner type feel to it. So I love it. I love the way it turned out. Really simple for a day. I really struggled with this day. Definitely the hardest day I had was these cookies. I didn't know what to do. We haven't created decorated cookies as a family yet. That's something we're going to do this year. but we haven't done it yet. So I can't document something we haven't done. So this is kind of the way I was able to do it. And I'm really, like I said, pleased with the way it turned out. That is where it's going in my album. I haven't done day 17, so it looks funny that it says 16 and then 18. I'm just still waiting for a few photos to be printed at that moment. So you kind of get the idea of what I'm going with here. And so it's going to kind of look like that. I'll show you in a moment what it actually ends up looking like, because that's not exactly where it ends up going. When I went to fold it, that didn't work very well, but I love it. So be sure to go check out Daisy's take for day 9 and how she used 9 cookies. And there you can see I finally have finished it. There are my pretty cookies, and I just used a little bit of alpha to write the word baking and the cookies tab there, and it's just gonna go in my album and be done. So really simple. Like I said, go check out Daisy. Be sure if you want to play along, you use hashtag Extravaganza DC 2017, I believe is what it is, and there is a look at what it all looks like. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with day 10.